Good morning, my lovelies. Happy Friday.
Good morning.
It is Friday, el cuerpo lo sabe, so we're drinking some black coffee with some brown sugar, just how I like. Just a little reminder to anyone else that may or may not share the sentiment, but it is okay to take some time for yourself. Isolate yourself from people in real life if you really just need that moment to yourself, and from online. It is okay to recharge and just give yourself that time that you need, but what is not okay is for us to stay there in isolation. So today this is me coming back out. I go through these motions where I kind of just keep to myself, but it is not a good place to stay. So today we're coming out, we're changing that up. So let's get ready for Friday. Fun day. Okay, so as I get ready really quick for this, to start this Friday, we're going to chat, you and I. I don't know about what sunscreen you guys like, and I'm sure everybody uses something different, but this is the one that I like to use. Neutrogena Invisible Daily. It comes out this color, but I love it because if I didn't want to do anything to my face, it leaves me like this natural glow. So I love that. One thing that I've been thinking about is how inconsistent I am, and especially when it comes to little projects that I give myself, one of them being my YouTube channel, which I abandoned. Okay, I told myself that I would be posting a video a week, and that is a lot harder than you think. I did post a video the other day, but that was a video from February, okay guys? From February. We're in April. That was 2 months late video. And there's other stuff that I have that I just haven't edited. So I have like all of these videos on my phone that are just sitting there, and my phone just notified me that my iCloud memory is full, okay? It is so easy to fall off of the things that you have promised yourself because there is nobody holding you accountable. But the truth is, we can't rely for other people to hold us accountable for the things that we said that we were going to do. I think it's like, how bad do we want something? You know, for me, it started off kind of like, just like as an outlet of creativity, and it hasn't really gone anywhere because I haven't put in the time. Now, the other part is that I feel like, oh, I need this, and if I need that, and then when I get this, and then I could create the video. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't need to be like that. But that's just how I am. Like, oh, I want to get into this craft activity. Ooh, but I need this X, and then like the list just gets longer, and like, am I really gonna buy all that crap? Probably not. And I don't need to. You know what I mean? You just do with what you got, and you could still make it happen. But in my eyes, I want to have everything, because that's just how it is in my mind when I start up a project, and I feel like that's just the ADHD in me. But we are thriving. We are thriving, and it makes us that much more exciting, because you just never knows, you know, you just never know what we're gonna be fascinated about next. You know, we think about like, what do we want this next chapter of our life to be? At the beginning of the year, we talk about, you know, our New Year's resolution, and truly, it should be about what are the little habits that we want to change, not this big event of a goal. But what are little things on our day-to-day life that just ain't working, that we need to switch up? You know, I started off the year very committed to getting fine, which I don't know if you could tell, your girl has gotten slimmer, booty's looking plumpy, I need to work on that a little bit still, but we've been losing weight and we've been maintaining it, okay? So that still hasn't fallen off. But the consistency of the amount of time that I put into a workout on a week, it's very slim. You know, I used to never curl my lashes, and I started to, and I'm like, okay, now I see what people do. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of this because I already feel my eyelash, you know what I mean? Like, see, you hear that? The beautiful birds chirping. And that's what gives me joy. Now imagine living in a forest. Oh. A girl can dream. I already forgot what I was talking about. You see, that's the problem here. Anyways, this whole video started because I was saying that I am coming out of isolation, and then it just steered into a whole different conversation. And yeah. So anywho, the point is, and I kept on getting ready. I done forgot what I was even talking about. And that is the problem. That is the problem. And I can't just record all the way through because there's not enough memory on the phone. So, anyways, we're just wetting our hair just lightly. Bringing in the curls back in, you know. See, I would thrive in a tropical place because my hair, it just does what it needs to do in a humid environment. The only thing that I don't like about being in a tropical temperature or whatever, it's because I get bit alive by mosquitoes. I got that sweet, lovely blood. I think that if vampires were real, I would probably be a target. I'm closing it back out how it started. And regardless of how busy life gets, it's important to still give yourself some time to socialize, some socialization, because we can't just stay in a place where life will just consume us. You know, it's so easy. It is so easy to just allow life to consume us. And I know that right now putting on this gel just like this doesn't make sense, but just give me a second. So we kind of, you know, I kind of like my hair like this, but I hate my hair just like touching my face. So we're just kind of comb it back like that. Kind of like that. Just thinking about work. I gotta get out of here. Anyways. Let's put some spray on. And this is like literally the last of it. And we have a little fan right here, which we use for this. And I also always keep one in my purse because my body doesn't regulate temperature the way it should, I feel. And I get like these spikes of heat out of nowhere. And so I bought a pack of fans. So if you see me out and about fanning myself, mind your business. Just know a girl is feeling a little overheated, okay? See? Look at the hair. It starts doing what it needs to do with a little bit of humidity. Ending the video with, if you fall into isolation like your homegirl does, I pray that God liberates you from that, because it is so easy to get sucked into isolation and just kind of stay there because it just feels like a safe place. But long term it is not, you know, unless you're in prison because you avoid the drama of dealing with other inmates, right? But I've never been to jail, so that took a turn. And I'm ending it there, but I'm praying for you, and God is beautiful. Ending the message with that, God is beautiful, and I pray that isolation is not a place where you stay. Anyways, goodbye.